Thank goodness for the late night upload. So I had a little thing that I wanted to talk about. It came to me in a meme, ironically. It came up to me in a meme, and actually, give me 1 second. Yeah, so it came to me in a meme, and it was about it was saying something about, like, do you guys ever feel like you never really fit in anywhere? Even as an adult to this day, you never felt like you fit into a crowd just because of how, like they said, let me rewind. It was, do you ever feel like due to mental illness or something like that, you never fit into a crowd, you never fit into any specific niche, you were just kind of like on your own thing, not really making it too far in any places or anything like that? It hit me there, and I was like, okay, I understand this. I haven't had a diagnosed mental illness, obviously, but I know for a fact I probably do have one. In fact, I commented on my friend's post and on Facebook, and I was talking about how I've ironically what she posted, I've seen this in I've written about this stuff for a long time. I've written about it in a blog that I used to run. It's called, like, My Finding Forever. I'll actually link to it below. I wrote about it in my phones, like whether it was this iPhone here or my Samsung phone, which is not actually next to me right now. I wrote about it there, and I actually made YouTube videos about the same thing, and I've talked to close friends about the same thing. In fact, it got so bad with my mental illness that I couldn't even talk to my closest friends. Like, I stopped talking to my best friend at the time, and he was wondering what was going on because he couldn't reach me. He didn't know any way to reach me or anything like that, and it was just crazy to him that he couldn't hear from me, even though we had been friends for since 4th grade up to, like, college level. We were still friends. I just stopped speaking to him due to whatever was going on in my life at the time. In fact, it's kind of still going on. And, like, it hit me, and I was like, okay. People were saying, yeah, you should probably go to the doctor and go look at this, go figure out, do like a mental assessment or something like that. You should probably go do that stuff. And, you know, me, how I was back then, I never, in fact, to this day, I still don't believe that if I go to the doctor, yeah, it'd be nice to know for real, but, like, part of me is like, you know yourself better than even a doctor would, in terms of mental, what your brain is like, in terms of what's going on emotionally. You know yourself better than your doctor would, who just knows you from when you come in for asking for help. You know yourself more than that. And, like, if you have a problem with depression, or you have a problem with, you know, suicidal thoughts or anything like that, you know yourself better than your doctor, in that you have a problem. What you do to get rid of the problem or channel that problem elsewhere. Also, I have a washer that is washing clothes right now next to me, but what you do yourself to solve that problem is on you. Whether that process means going to a doctor, that is the way you can go. And I was just like, okay, if that's the case, you know, let me just wait it out and see what I handle myself. And that was how it launched my first YouTube channel. It was the reason why I started that channel, and that channel did get really successful, but that's aside the point. It was that I used my problems going on in my life, I used the channel as a distraction technique to really channel whatever I was going on in my life into my life. And it was pretty good, and it felt good doing that, because I made a channel talking about technology, which I enjoy talking about. In fact, I have another channel now that I'm trying to see if I will continue doing it. And, like, it was rough. It was rough. And so the point of this video is that, like, I wanted to talk about that because I was listening to a Logic song, Anxiety, or A-N-Z-I, yeah, Anxiety. I think he spelled it anxiety, is what it means. And he was talking about disassociation, and it's like a state of feeling. In fact, let me go take a look at this. So I'm gonna look this up right now. So here it is, right here. Disassociation, it is literally, you can't read it, there you go. Disconnection and lack of continuity between thoughts, memories, surroundings, actions, and identity. So essentially, it says symptoms may include irritability, emotional detachment, flashback. It's some crazy things, like an outer body experience. If this thing will focus on me, there you go. So that's what disassociation is. And I was like, okay, relating that to me is like, I've had feelings of that quite a bit, especially years ago. I had feelings like that, like I was like not myself, and I was like, I could, it's like I was over here and I could see myself looking down at myself, what I was currently doing. Like, what is he doing? This is not him. I could see that, and it was weird. I never went to the doctor for it to get a mental assessment. I never did any of that stuff, but it was just interesting, and I wrote a lot about it. I wrote a lot about dream deciphering back in those days, and it was a crazy thing. And I just wanted to make this video mainly just talking about not fitting in, because like as an adult right now, as at age 25 right now, I'm turning 26 later this year. Yeah, I'm not at the stage of other 25-year-olds. I don't have family. I don't have a steady career going on right now. I'm not in my career of choice right now. I don't have a lot of the things adults nowadays, the average adult nowadays would have. They go out of college and get into their career or do whatever they do normally. I don't have that. I'm still, in a way, I'm kind of living as if I'm still right out of high school. And it's very interesting where, you know, that's the dynamic that I'm dealing with right now. And people are gonna comment and say not all adults, you shouldn't compare yourself to other people, and not all adults should be in the same place all the time. It just takes longer for some people. And I'm like, I understand that, but I would love to just at least be a little bit more steady, you know. And yeah, so I just want to talk about that, where just anxiety, and just talking about my life. I don't know what to call this, but yeah. I'll make a follow-up video in a second right after this one, just talking about a specific other subject that's been in my head. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.